Dear black women, why this hate on white women? Women had nothing to do with slavery. Literally, like nothing. I'm sure we were saying, hey babe, this is pretty effed up because we're nurturing, we're loving, it's wrong. That was men.
I feel like these women have become even victims of their own supremacy.
I don't know if you noticed, but the world is still being run by men. Men that love war and that love keeping us divided. So why would you want to divide yourself?
And I believe white women, they were so comfortable in their days owning black slaves. I mean, that's why these days when black girls do go to Tiffany's and they are in expensive places, why women in particular be giving them those evil eyes, monitoring spirit eyes? Because it's like they don't belong there. You're used to them like being back in the kitchen, cleaning and cooking for you. Girl, please.
So why this hate on white women? What has a white woman? Because we're somewhat married to white men. My husband's not a racist or we're Gen X. Like, we grew up together. I went to school. I learned so much from the black culture because of desegregation, and I loved it. Rockin' a robin all night long, puffin' a puffin', and we're doing the double dutch. Like, I loved it, and we were friends. So I don't know what happened and why there's this divide, and especially when we all need each other. Can someone let me know what's going on and what changed to all the hate on white women? Because I would certainly like to know what happened. Because I don't feel like we all have friends that are diverse. So do you think there's some little pocket of, a place where we're not all interacting, engaging? In the neighborhood, it's diverse. So what happened?
I don't understand what white women did to black women that black women don't like. A lot about white women. Anyway, we continue.
Do you think there's some little pocket of, you know, a place where we're not all interacting, engaging? In the neighborhood, it's diverse. So what happened to where there's black pack hate against white women? I don't know what happened. Why are you guys mad at white women? Seriously, I just want to know. I mean, my friends didn't get the memo. I have a beautiful friend that has a doctorate. It's tons. I have every ethnicity of friends. I don't know if they get the memo because we still love each other. So I don't know. Are these educated? Black pack? Like what? I don't know. Someone let me know. Okay.
I think this is a very important conversation that we need to have because when these ladies come out and say that they think black women HATE them, I don't think black women actually do not like these women. I just feel like black women social distance themselves from these women sometimes because we can bring out so many instances, ladies and gentlemen. We can go from the continent of Africa, we can go to the UK, we can go to Asia, we can go to America. There are so many instances, ladies and gentlemen, and let it be one, but too many is just something else. Actually, when these ladies go to different countries, first things first, they feel like they're more superior. If we are to bring out receipts on how many times a black woman has made a white woman feel a certain way, we will count them. But how many times can we count How many times a white woman has made a black woman feel a certain way, be it in public, be it in private spaces, be it on the internet, be it on the planes in the air, be it on the road, be it in businesses, be it in workplaces, be it in games, be it at our words. How many times have you seen black women really take their precious time to disrespect white women? We can count them. And if somebody got receipts, I can be waiting. This entire notion, I feel like it's kind of like victimization. The reality is, I don't like it when the ladies, they victimize themselves so much to a point that they start to make us feel like they are victims. They are victims of being white, when the reality is, on a daily basis, ladies and gentlemen, from centuries until today, they are still being protected anywhere they go, be it in Africa. When I am next to a white woman and something happens to her, she will be protected before me. She will get help before me. Constitution-wise, in America, be it in the UK, everywhere on planet Earth, they are first brought in front, to the front. They are first helped. So clearly, if you have that much privilege and you want to make it feel like, see, the thing is, I feel like these women have become even victims of their own supremacy, because from day one, it has been embedded in our minds as black people worldwide that these people are superior than us. Okay? And it has so much been embedded in us that when you see them, you don't want to get close to them, lest they say, you are stealing from me or something, because they have their tendency. And when they see majority of the times a black person, unless if they're really civilized, they, so it just makes sense for black women to really distance themselves away from you. And you don't want to accept that the systems that were built for you to benefit from have made you feel this way. Like for her in particular, and of course a lot of white people out there could be loving black women and they don't have a problem with. But let us tackle this from the head. The reality is, you palm-colored women initially in the world, you are like superior. From day one, that has been the preaching. When I say you, I don't want to get close to you. Because even worse in America, where black people, some felonies are being put on them when they didn't even do them. Like, it's like daily bread in America, where a black person goes to jail when they did not do anything wrong to a white person. So why would they want to associate with you in the first place? You understand? Apart from that, it's a working environment, yes, but like randomly doing small talk and all that, you guys are easy to do that with your own people. Imagine, even if like a black person really, like, a black person does not have to not like you for you to say that, or you guys don't like us. No, they are avoiding you. They are avoiding you, of which it is just normal. It's an instinct. It's natural. When we see you, immediately we want to avoid you. If I come close to you, maybe you will say, I stole your purse. If I come to Tiffany's and you're sitting next to me, you feel like I don't belong there. Because back in the day, white women were supposed to be the top tier. Your grandparents, your ancestors have created that standard of class for you. That when people see you, they should respect you and fear you because you're so powerful, almighty. Why would a black woman want to associate with you in the first place? Most especially if they have that fear. You understand what I mean? I really think white people need to understand that there's a lot of work that they need to do within themselves. You want black people to feel comfortable near you? Please put in the work, approach black people first. Because initially, it just makes sense for a black person not to approach you first. You're either gonna scream or call the police. And every black person knows they're gonna be in trouble regardless, even if they wanted to help you or whatever, or they meant well or anything, they know they're going to be in trouble. Because the law will first listen to whatever you're going to say. Bad or good, they'll listen to you first. So black women don't have time to hate on you. Honey, no. We are avoiding you, and rightfully so. As it should be. Honestly, as it should be. Unless if we find ourselves, like our kids go to the same school, we're in the same gym, we're in the same working environment, we're on the same film set, randomly, girl, please. It's a necessity. It is a necessity. I mean, imagine even just like, even the law itself, like it cannot even guard black people. Like randomly a black person will be driving and then an officer pulls over and then they do the most to them, like as if they were doing. Guys, when you see such behaviors, how are you as a black person going to be comfortable with white people, like randomly? We know you are people. Yes, we are one humankind. But the reality is white people need to understand that segregation is there. And it's not the black people that are starting it. No, they're not. It's your systems that were put in place before and they are still standing. Girl, what you mean you wake up and go and look for daily bread every single day? You're in the same boat. Sis, you are favored because you're white. A black person has to work harder. How many times do we see white people demean black people in general, even if it's like a hospital and then they don't want a black person to work on them? It's like, even if they're more educated than a white person, it's like they don't belong here. You understand what I mean? So, no, black women don't hate you. They don't. They are avoiding you because naturally until today honey, you're not in the same boat. No, you're not. You are not. You're rich, more richer than a black person. You're more favored. You're more guarded. You're more protected. And it's the way she say, is it like we are married? Is it because like we are married? Like, what do you mean? Like, you have to even bring that as an example. The systems put in place for black people are different from the systems that are put in place for the whites. Who has planned for a black woman? Who has planned for black people? Do we have those systems? In America, do black people have those systems? Until today, they are still fighting the systems of colonialism in 2025. How do you expect black women to wake up and just throw themselves at you? It's not gonna happen like that. And white people, it's you guys to do the work. Facts. No one is gonna do the work for you. Yes, you see, it's necessary. We are one people, and you can give 1,000 examples how your cousins are married to black men and black women. The reality is, it's the whites that have the responsibilities to do the work, that the world is seen as one. The reality that you want, that we should be seen as one, it is you white people that are supposed to make it happen. Did I lie? Do we need examples, ma'am? Should we pull out receipts on how many times white people, most especially white women, have treated black women badly? One too many? Is it a coincidence? They don't hate you. They must stay away from you, or else they don't know, black people in general, they don't know what you can do next. And nobody's gonna talk for them. This is why when I see the entire entitlement of white women wanting black women so badly to come and support the march and march with them, go do the freaking work.